Múnnaš wiyalɨxssimit in me subsequent we want put them put them kunap down your mites to afay anchamunnash kuimata kochi iyánawi kʷatakumíš mɨná iwaní Smith iwačá inki páyuumt inki páwiyalɨxssimit waniči gathering of nations. Can you hear me, Annie?
Oh, she's on the FaceTime?
No, on the
Computer?
yeah, we're on the wait a minute.
That's FaceTime.
Oh, can you hear me, Annie? Okay.
Virtual.
Anyway,
Annie.
Janicemi.
How was your trip?
It was awesome. It was 81 degrees.
Gosh.
80,
One of these years we'll get to go. We always miss out.
I think 5 years running I've been saying this year.
Yeah.
This
This time.
Yeah.
I try to believe it. This coming year, I'm there. I'm gonna talk to Derek Matthews. I want to put on a special. I want to honor Janice. I'm gonna put on a mama special.
Okay, I'll let you guys get busy.
Okay.
I gotta get busy too. I gotta check on my kasha. She left the room. I don't know where she wandered off to.
Kʷatakumi. Yeah.
Have a good day, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye, Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imayníinki. Mishpamawa.
Nashwa ku shalawishash.
Oh.
iwačá, inki.
Earlier I wrote on the board. Go ahead and type up there, Jonathan. Aškú múnnaš ykɨnx in me. I don't know the word for mother-in-law. Well, she's gone now, but anyway, Janice's mom. Aškú múnnaš ykɨnx Janicemi naʻi łasna. Naku iwaʻɨnx. She would say, Imayníinki. And the Mishninam akuta. Like saying like however it is that you do. Imayníinki. So I just kind of wanted to keep that thought alive as to how that she would express that. However it is in your way, in other words, whatever that you're doing. Imayníinki, because im is you, and then Imayníinki in your way of doing, So it could go a lot of different ways as to like, and then Imayníinki and wiyalɨxssimit. However it is that you're deciding wiyalɨxssimit. Wawitat my mishnamwa.
Nich, my ski. Nich. I forgot what you say. Wanashash. Nich ski.
Oh, hey, good to have you on. Haven't had you on the Zoom for quite some time.
I know.
Anyway, I just wanted to welcome you to the group.
10 by 10?
We were while we did them. I just wanted to welcome you.
At the longhouse. At the longhouse.
By wind to talk man.
And then we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna put up a tent.
Si bueno.
Yeah. So let me see if anybody can like, let's see if we can kind of go off of this, of like however that we could build off of this Imayníinki. You know, anything that would say that that you, however that you do, whatever that you do. And like for my, like if I was just like I said, Imayníinki nam wiyalɨxssimit, and however it is that you are deciding, or that you decide. Jonathan tun fit inki. Is there any thoughts that you would have about this? How we could possibly use it?
Well, I figure you might be able to use this to talk about different ways of speaking, right? Imayníinki nam sinwisha.
Imayníinki nam sinwita or sinwichta, you know. Yeah. You will speak however that you wish to speak. It is inki or kʷatakumi, right?
Well, I wonder, would you also use that in reference to the fact that, say, different speakers of ykɨnx speak in different ways?
Yeah.
Use it? Okay, cool.
And then see, that's where that I believe that sometimes can sometimes come in as to, and Janice, she brought that to my attention, that she kind of like was saying, I noticed that you started using mani rather than mishni. And knowing that I had grown up with you know, using mishni a lot, you know, like especially when I was telling the students, like when I said, if you guys want to ask how to say something, mishni na anfa, mishni na wa antafna. Mani iwa nikashwa ant, you know, these different variations. You know, like Imayninam, and the Imayninam sinwichtachna. So, and I think that would also kind of have an indication, like indicating like however it is that you wish to say, you know, and the Imayninam witmichta, and the Imayninam sinwichta, however that you decide, however that you speak. Then, you know, then to top it off, Imayníinki, you know, in, you know, your way of saying whatever, you know. And the mishaku and the Imayníinki nam anishta wa pow-wow, you know, however it is that you want to make your outfit. Imayníinki nam iwac, wa pow-wow. I know I farmed out some feathers one time for like, and I was hoping that my partner would catch how I wanted my bustle. Like I said, okay, this is how I want the feathers, and you know, and I, you know, and I didn't bring him a picture, so I was kind of trying to draw a picture for him, like this is how I want it to be done. And then when I got it back, it's like, oh my God, this is, you know, like this is not how I wanted it, you know. And I looked at it for the longest time, and I just couldn't. I said, gosh, I hate I mean, it was just, you know, it was all intact and everything, but like I said, he just didn't catch my vision. You know, so I said, well, I'll go ahead and you know, I'll take it apart, but I'll reconstruct it the way I want it, you know. And so I had to just, you know, do that. And here I paid him and everything, to fix it. It was okay, but like I said, you know, sometimes you have to do things just the way that you want things done, right? Imayníinki. Yeah. Can you think of anything, Annie, that you could add as to how, you know, how we could possibly, you know, how you could say something like that?
I'm thinking along the lines of ykɨnx, like life, like however you live your life.
Mm. I think it would, we would probably, Imayníinki, and Imayníinki nam ykɨnx. So in the very front, ana Imayníinki nam ykɨnx. Ana Imayníinki. Ana Imayníinki nam ykɨnx. And so this, like, and however it is that you know, you're living your life, you know, that you're living your life, however it is that you are living your life. And I think that wiyalɨxssimit has a lot to do with, like, you know, like as your life is going along, you know, however that your life is going along, wiyalɨxssimit, how your life is going along or lived, in other words, right? Now, Imayníinki nam wiyalɨxssimit. Yeah. Well, we done what is your thoughts on how you could possibly have a thought to add to this?
In a way, how to cook.
Oh,
We didn't start planning this.
Imayníinki nam
Yeah,
Hopefully both now and then.
Then it could depend on what if you're frying, boiling, or you know, or baking, but just cooking in general. You know,
What's the name? It's gonna be up here for Yakwa anyway.
like you will cook it however that you want.
Your sister and stuff. They're all gonna be up here, so they said, "Well, yeah, hey, that'd be
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah,
Do another one." Then are they gonna have PD days all there too?
I don't know.
Get your Thomas Karen. Okay, Nixmaitski, Tiusmat, Mishnama.
Nixmaitski, not sure.
Mishnam, oh, I can't remember that word. Mishnam, kut nice Imayníinki. Just working on your digging. Uh-huh. Working on what you dug. Yeah. Mish ykɨnx nam snishana nich yiktana nam snia and mishnam kwisha and Imayníinki nam wan stachna Janicemi Imayníinki. How could you think of anything that the way to be able to use this word? I forgot I had some kʷatakumi. I kept smelling kʷatakumi. I didn't know where it's coming from, and here it's from my own stash here. Plus sage. Good stuff. Tunnam kwisha Mercedes chi sinwit yao. Just asking if there's a way that you could think that you would say this for in your way of doing whatever.
However, something with like however you decide to take care of your foods, like you could dry the piri or like the ykɨnx, so you could make those cookies, like however you decide to take care of the food.
Imayníinki nam wiyalɨxssimit and Imayni nam naknuitsta smitna Paish aniyait sapul mish how would that word for kwishutai, for freezing. You can either however that you decide that how you will take care of your roots, whether if it's maybe you want to make biscuits or to freeze it for freezing. Yeah. So again, I'm just glad that we could, like I say, not, we never had the opportunity to be able to record my mother-in-law the many times that we had been around her. And she knew that we're well on in age of ourselves to be able to, just to make decisions for ourselves as to, what we would want to do. And I think that's always the advice that a lot of times that we get, when we or give advice that way, however that you wish to do it, but as long as you do, things in the right way, so to speak. So So this is something I just kind of wanted to, remember her word, how she had spoken it. And then I was asking Janice, I said, didn't your mom used to say this? Didn't your mom used to say this? And she goes, kushi sinu and the community sinu khana and kush wa'ɨnx the shmishtunan namanayo, so whatever she would tell us. So let's go ahead and review this, Jonathan, and see how we can. So I'll go ahead and Annie, I'll ask you to go ahead and just read from the top.
Is it Aškú?
Aškú.
Aškú, múnnaš, ykɨnx, Janicemi, naʻi łasna, awku, iwaʻɨnx, Imayníinki, mishninam kuta. Imayníinkinam wiyalɨxssimit. Imayníinkinam sin wita. Imayni, mishnina, waʻantaxna. Imayninam sinwitaxna. Imayníinkinam aniyaita inni wapawat. Imayníinkinam can you say that one?
Imayníinkinam wiyalɨxssimit.
Wiyalɨxssimit. Imayníinkinam yaita. Mishnam kut naisha imi Imayníinkinam miyuta. Mayninam naknuwita knetna paish aniyait shapul umish kapish witai.
So remember that ejective K is that. Yeah. Kpiswitai. Nichnam ititaman. Jonathan awmatash ititamak.
Aškú múnnaš ykɨnx Janicemi łasna awku iwaʻɨnx Imayníinki mishninam kuta. Imayníinkinam wiyalɨxssimit. Imayníinkinam sin wita. Mishni umishmayni. Mishnina waʻantaxna. Imayninam sin witaxna. Imayníinkinam aniyaita imin wapawat. Imayníinkinam wiyalɨxssimit. Imayníinkinam kukiyaita. Mishnam kut naisha imin knit. Imayníinkinam witmiyuta Imayninam naknuwita knitna. Paish aniyait sapil umish kpiswitai.
Wawitatmai mishnam iti tamatsta.
Oh Lordy. Aškú, múnnaš, ykɨnx, Janice, me, Janicemi, naʻi łasna, awku, iwaʻɨnx, iwaʻɨnx, Imayníinki, mishninam, kuta, Imayníinkanam, witmiyusha, Imayníinkinam, sanwita, mishnina wa antaxna, Imayninam sanwitaxna, Imayníinkinam, aniyata, imin, wapawat. Ana Imayníinkinam wiyalɨxssimit. Imayníinkinam kukiyata. Mishnam naisha imin xnet. Imayníinkinam witmiyuta. Ana mayninam naknuita xnita. Paish aniyait sabil umish isvitai.
Mishnam iti taman. Tias tiusmat. Paish yuumt al iti taman.
Aškú, múnnaš, ykɨnx, Janicemi, łasna, awku, iwaʻɨnx, Imayníinki, ana mishninam kuta, Imayníinkinam witmiyusha, Imayníinkinam sanwita, mishnina wa antaxna, ana mayninam sanwitaxna, Imayníinkinam aniyata, imin wapawat. Ana Imayníinkinam wiyalɨxssimit, Imayníinkinam kukiyata. Mishnam kutnaisha imin xnet. Imayníinkinam witmiyuta. Ana mayninam naknuita xnetna. Paish aniyait sapul umish pishwatai.
Shandin, wasla, and kunam paishin chiao subsequent yao. Glad you could appear. If you're up to the task, you want to go ahead and try your hand at reading what we have so far.
Okay. Aškú, mɨnash, ykɨnx, Janicemi, łasna, awku, iwaʻɨnx, Imayníinki, ana mishninam kuta, Imayníinkinam Yusha,
witumiusha,
Yusha, Imayníinki, and kinam sinwita. Mishni, Imayni, Mishnina, wa intachna, ana Imayníinam sinwit, hna.
sinwitachna.
Oh, sorry, I got new glasses. I probably should wear new glasses. I need to, and it's pretty dark in here. I tried my new glass. Maybe that's better. Imayníinam, aniyata, imin, wapawat, ana Imayníin kinam wiyalɨxssimit, Imayníin kinam iyáta. Mishnam naisha imin knit. Imayni kinam yuumt ana Imayníinam naknuwita knit na paish anayait supple umish kapishwatai.
Yeah,
Kapishwatai.
Nichnam iti taman. So it's good, everybody. I always want to give everybody the opportunity, because in my language, in school here, I'm always having that recitation. Everybody to be able to read it, write it, read it, and hopefully understand it. And that's like I said, that's the main point of it all. There's a lot that can go into, because like anything, whatever is of yours, whatever is of yours, like tun mashwa imin fit. Tun mashwa imin fit. What is your thoughts, or what is your thinking? Tun mashwa imin fit. And I don't know, because we use that term in front of like in front of shin mashwa imchtwai, shin mashwa imchtwai. And I would imagine that would be like, like instead of saying shin mashwa imin chatwai, it would be shin mashwa imchtwai, who is your friend? So that your friend, shin mashwa imchtwai. And I believe in the and it's something that I've had to get acquainted with, especially in our Umatilla dictionary, of these ways that are well, I'm glad that I'm looking this up for myself, because on page 35 of our dictionary, it does have imchtwai. So I'm glad I'm being able to follow up on this to make sure that I'm saying something right, rather than just more or less like maybe making it up or whatever. So imchtwai, So in these other forms of relations, there's just all kinds of listed in these in the siblings for all the for all the in the siblings section on the Umatilla dictionary, where it starts from page 30, then it runs clear to 40, and then the second column is the section for anything that refers to your imin, and the shin mashwa imin. So any questions on how we could use the term, like for your, any other questions of how we could use any like this form of your? Because I know that I was posting earlier, like imki, imcha, imkux, were various ways that these are stated. Imki, like you two, imcha, like same thing. There's a imki, like you two or you also. Imkinam namachakna. Imkinamachakna. You were there too. Kind of lie and say you weren't there. So like I said, I've heard that. I used to hear my father-in-law say that he'd make that sound when he'd tell a story, and then he'd go, like telling a story about others, but at the same time, like don't be excluding yourself. You were there too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So now some of this cloud from Imay from Bison Kika Chow might get to now subsequent. I was finished at kʷatakumi. Yeah.
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 Yeah.